Bruh. Now, truthfully, this is like one of the most silliest, ridiculous conversations to ever have. But we must entertain it strictly because, the Kobe detractors seem to go to every length to diminish and tarnish and downplay his greatness, his legacy, right? But the proof is in the pudding. I mean, whatever kind of pudding it is, maybe chocolate pudding, banana pudding, strawberry pudding. You ain't even got to go deep into the pudding, pause. But it's right there in the pudding. The facts is the facts. And the fact of the matter is, Shaquille O'Neal didn't win a championship with Penny Hardaway. He's been to the NBA Finals with Penny Hardaway, and he's lost. The man lost. I don't want to hear nothing about Penny Hardaway sustained a ton of injuries. The man wasn't Kobe Bryant. Point blank, period. Never can, never would have been. He never would have been Kobe or Jordan-esque. Yes, Penny Hardaway was a great player, but the talent bar was Michael Jordan. Michael Jeffrey Jordan was the highest bar, the highest tier when it came to skill level, pure talent. Michael Jordan is regarded as the greatest player ever. Now ask yourself, did Penny Hardaway have the same mindset, the same thirst for knowledge, the same attitude, the will like Kobe? Was he a maniac when it came to being a gym rat, when it came to locking in and living inside the gym like Kobe? You ain't got to answer that, okay? You ain't got to answer it because we already know the answer, which is no. Shaq didn't win a ring with Penny Hardaway, and he only won one ring with Dwayne Wade. So please tell me, who needed who more? Who needed who more? Obviously, Shaq needed Kobe more than Kobe needed Shaq. He won 2 rings without Shaquille O'Neal. And how many rings did Shaq win without Kobe? 1, right? Which brings me to LeBron James. Would LeBron James have won 3 championship rings with Shaquille O'Neal? The answer is simple, no. At best, I say they'll probably win 1 ring. And that's just me giving them the benefit of the doubt. That's just me being generous. What made Shaq the great player that he was the fact that he was just so dominant. He was such a dominant player. And as one of my cousin's close friends who's in the music business say, you gotta feed that beast. And that's what they did with Shaq. They fed the beast, which means you had to feed him the ball in the paint for that team to be effective. So they ran the offense through Shaquille O'Neal. So with LeBron James being as ball dominant and being a slasher and passer, he's not great at playing off the ball. He doesn't have great ball handling skills. He's not a great 3-point shooter. He's not a closer. Shaq may have had a playful personality, but he knew how to turn on that killer mindset. He had an alpha personality when it was needed. So all that crying that LeBron James was doing, Shaquille O'Neal would have punched LeBron James right in the face, right in the jaw, like Draymond Green did Jordan Poole. And boy, would I have loved to see that footage if it came out. Wouldn't have never felt more ecstatic in my life, right? But they were too much of the same type of players. They both had, their personalities were one and the same. Larry Bird had a famous quote, which I don't know if it's true or not, but it makes sense. It sounds right? He says, if you want to win, you play with Kobe. If you want to have fun, you play with LeBron James. And Shaq was the same way. He was the same big funny guy, likes to dance. And it puts me in mind of the clip of LeBron James and Dwight Howard and Shaq dancing at the All-Star game. But they're all one and the same personalities. Like to dance, play all giddy and giggly with the media. Same with LeBron. But when it's time to close those games, when you need a killer to go hunt in the clutch mode, can LeBron James finish like Kobe? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I can see them reaching the NBA Finals, however. But whatever team they face in the NBA Finals, they'll more than likely lose 4-2. And that's just me being generous. 4-2. But if they lost, which I expect they would have, the media would, of course, blame Shaquille O'Neal. They'd say Shaq was out of shape. They'd say Phil Jackson can't coach. He's trying to still implement the old philosophies that he did with the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan. Times have changed. The triangle is old. He's outdated, blah, blah, blah. Right? Then LeBron James would run the Jerry West behind Shaquille O'Neal back and Phil Jackson back and cry about Phil not feeding him the ball, only feeding Shaq. Y'all know how it go. LeBron will be trying to get all the players traded. But ask yourself, would they have been the great 1-2 punch, as Shaq say, had LeBron James replaced Kobe Bryant on them early 2000s teams? 2 letters, simple. Simple 2 letters. Capital N, capital O. And let's say they won at least one finals. With LeBron James at the helm, you're not beating the Kings. There's no way the Lakers beat the Kings without Kobe Bryant. You needed Kobe. And for the Sixers, you need Kobe as well. So, with LeBron James and just Shaquille O'Neal, they're not beating the Kings and the Sixers. Period. So I'll say they got a chance at beating the Indiana Pacers. But if LeBron James averaged like 28, 29 points per game and Shaq averaged 30, 32 points per game in the finals, they'll rob Shaq of MVP. They'll rob Shaq of finals MVP and give it to LeBron James. The NBA would have gave LeBron James finals MVP and said that LeBron James carried Shaquille O'Neal. Even if Shaq averaged more points, even if Shaq had more of an impact on the game. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.